Hi songwriters and music lovers. I'm going to be making a quick chatty video this week on the 3 reasons why I decided to start this YouTube channel. I thought maybe some of you might be wondering why I suddenly decided to start a YouTube channel kind of late in the game in the world of YouTube, and when I've been pretty inactive on social media for the last many years. Reason number 1 why I am starting my channel is my life's purpose is to create and share music. That is both in terms of teaching music, teaching students to create and share their own music perhaps, and creating and sharing my own original music. So the teaching aspect, I feel like I've been very active in that. If you don't know or we haven't caught up recently, I have been in school for the last few years full-time in pursuit of my Washington State teaching certificate to be a music specialist in a public school. I've also started my own guitar studio here in Seattle, and I'm also doing things like getting my Suzuki certification for guitar. So I've been doing great on that front, and on the creative front, I've been writing a lot of music, which I have started recording in the studio, but the one aspect where I am pretty much doing very poorly is sharing the music that I play and that I create. And I definitely wanted to make sure that I am participating in that aspect of music because it's very important. Which brings me to my second reason, is my students. I notice that a lot of my students aren't comfortable, don't want to share the music that they're learning or that they're creating. A lot of them are afraid to sing in front of people or even sing in front of me. And I'm not thinking that they'll necessarily watch these videos on YouTube, but I know as a teacher that if I am not modeling sharing my music or sharing music in general, that's not being a very good teacher to my students. So I wonder a lot if my students have really high expectations about how their music should sound, because mainly what they listen to is heavily produced, famous recording artists. Now, if you're closer to being my age and you grew up in the indie music scene or even before that, we were listening to a lot of recordings of like a guy recording music in his basement, or we were watching a lot of live performances like open mics or local shows. And I'm not 100% sure that that's something that students who are growing up in today's world are listening to very much, except with the exception of YouTube. Which brings me to my third reason for starting this channel. YouTube is honestly my favorite platform to consume information and watch videos now. I think YouTube has brought power and voice to the average person. And now there is a way to watch those old recordings that I talked about, or there's a way to watch just some high school student playing a cover of a song, and I'm really grateful for that. So I'm gonna post some of my favorite YouTube channels down below in the description, but if you are new to YouTube, which I suspect some of you are, the more you watch YouTube, the longer you watch it, the more you start getting suggested channels for things that really interest you. And while it's not great to always be consuming information that's targeted at you, I do think when you're in your leisure time, when you are watching TV, you might as well watch something that is very niche and very specific to your interests. For example, I learned how to knit socks from YouTube during quarantine. please like and subscribe to this channel and do all the things. I would love to hear your comments below about what kind of content you would like to see on this channel. At 50 subscribers, I'm going to reveal my pet. And if you already know, please don't spoil it for everyone else in the comments. So please subscribe. 50 subscribers, I will show you my pet. Thank you, and hope you have a great week. Thanks. Bye.